Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? How your summer is going? We just finished the month of July. July, it's when my birthday is, so it's the harvest month for me, and we are going to pretend like we are unboxing 5 new fragrances. I keep the boxes simply for the purpose of the video. Most of the time I'm just throwing them away, but I like to show the very beginning of purchase. All of the fragrances that I'm showing you today, they are all unisex. Absolute majority of them is inspired with all sorts of destinations, islands, coasts, seasides. It's all very summery, very sunny, beachy. We are still in the middle of summer, so why not to unbox more summery goodness? The first one, we are going to start from newest release. The newest one is back from 2023. It is by Hermes. It is from their Jardin line, Un Jardin à Cythere, it's called, and it is dedicated to an island in Greece that is called Cythere. By the way, that's the reason why I'm keeping the boxes, because some of them are just so worth showing. The artwork on this one is impeccable. So the perfumer behind this fragrance is Christine Nagel. Lately, she is now the in-house perfumer of Hermes. This is how the bottle looks like. It is their typical Hermes style bottle. I'm not sure how it's called, but when you see these kinds of bottles, you know the house that they are coming from. It's a clear glass with a yellow hint, yellow hues, and a clear top. And the fragrance is described on Fragrantica as woody aromatic. This is a 15 milliliter bottle, and it's one of 8 fragrances in this collection. This perfume supposedly takes us to the island. By the way, in English, the island is called Cythere, unspoiled Greek island. So pretty wild Greek island. Listen, the island that this perfume is taking me to is pretty much civilized and has some life and tourist path. And I'm imagining that this is something that you would definitely smell just walking through the old city. I have a quite significant hue of a bakery, but not in a sense of a sweet bakery, rather a savory bakery. And it opens up, of course, with citruses, but the woodsy base that this fragrance has, it follows you all throughout the wear time. You will have this fragrance on yourself for about 4 hours. This is something that you will have to reapply if you want to smell like this all day long, but this is really delicious, citrusy, woodsy, nutty, pistachio type of scent. So the main accords are woody, citrus, green, fresh, and nutty. The notes are citruses, pistachio, olive tree, and green accords. This perfume is definitely for those who enjoys a lot citruses and woody fragrances combined in one. This is citruses with statement. They are not very sweet, they are not too sour. This creamy accord from nuts is coming through, and it is definitely a great find for the summertime, for outdoor activities, for vacation, for days off. I don't really see this fragrance in a office setting. It is, in my opinion, a bit too flirty and a bit unserious for the office work. But if you are traveling or just having your time off, this is a really nice thing to spray yourself, especially in the high heat that we are having right now. Currently in Montenegro, we are having 35 degrees plus, and it works perfectly for this weather. This perfume was on my wish list since the moment it was released. I should tell you that yes, I am one of those people who enjoys creations of Christine Nagel in this line a little bit more than their previous perfumer, who was Jean-Claude Elena, and he made 5 out of 8 fragrances, and they are all having this idea of gardens, of a painting on a veil, of this transparent cloud that is not going to suffocate you in the summer in the high heat. 3 creations of Christine Nagel, they are a little bit more punchy and a little bit more powerful base. I do enjoy all the Jardin line, but I never get to purchase one myself. And this was the first one that I decided that I need to have it for this summer. And most probably, because of this woodsy base, I would assume that this is also going to be a beautiful all year round fragrance to have in your collection. Next up, Dior Escale Portofino. This is their cruise line back from 2008. I remember my mom having this perfume back when it was released, and we were drenching ourselves in this beauty all the time, even in the winter. This is also one more fragrance that can work perfectly in the winter as well. Our winters are about 10 degrees, 5 to 10 degrees Celsius. Yes, I would assume this is one more fragrance for the whole year. So here's the thing with this one. Besides the fact that the smell is absolute perfection, I was thinking on this particular release back from 2008 cruise collection, and then later on when I already made my order, I realized that Fragrantica has two fragrances with the same name but with different notes and different years of release. So there is one more Escale Portofino by Dior Cruise Collection back from 2023 on Fragrantica. It specifically says it's limited edition. And as I assume, after a little bit of research, I guess the outside box should be different. It has to have an artwork, and opposite to this one where it's just white cardboard. So the box with limited edition of fragrance features their forest, jungle, painting style motifs. Regular bottle features their iconic Dior's signature geometric grid that is called canage. Maybe up close you will see it better. It's just like on the bottle and on the cap. So we would assume that this is a fragrance from 2008 because I can clearly smell in this fragrance the juniper berries and the cedar wood, and these notes are listed on the older versions. So the accords are citrus, aromatic, fresh, spicy, woody, white floral, and green. And the notes are top notes bergamot, lemon, petitgrain. Middle notes are orange blossom, juniper, berries, almonds. And the base notes are cypress, cedar, musk, galbanum, and caraway. So this fragrance is mainly about bitter citruses with a hint of spices at the background and a significant cedar and juniper base. These are bitter and sour. They are not sweet. You are definitely on the wilder coast of Portofino. This one would fit the office setting perfectly. This is also unisex, just like all the other fragrances in this haul, and it just saves you when it is so hot outside. When the heat wave is coming, I'm taking out this one. Super lemony, at the same time quite dainty. It's like a beautiful crystal kitchenware glasses for wine or champagne that you just put on the sunlight and you see all the rainbows and all the rays that it spreads. Very juicy, very punchy, and refreshing and energizing, and gives you the best mood for the day to come. It's exactly the way I remember it to be, and good God, in 2 years this fragrance is going to be an official vintage. There you go. Escale Portofino Cruise Collection by Dior, back from hopefully 2008. Next up is the only fragrance that is not inspired by any sort of destination, rather just one note in particular. This is Santal Blanc by Van Cleef and Arpels. The box looks like this. As you can see, the box is a little bit used. It's because one my lovely friend was kind enough just to give it away, simply because all she smells in this perfume are the pickles. And this is the double-sided Santal as it is. I got to know this fragrance somewhere around 2 or 3 years ago, and by the time I got to know it, it was already not on the shelves. I don't know if it's discontinued or not, but you cannot purchase it right now. In Montenegro, I've seen some listings on different websites here and there and different stores, but it was also on my wish list, and I was thinking to myself, if I will ever get a chance to see it and I'll be okay with paying the price, I'm gonna get it. If not, then not. What to do? What is this about? This is a pure, clean, laundry-esque type of fragrance. Laundry-esque because it's not giving you an immediate idea of a clean bed sheets. rather a feeling of this setting, minimalistic Asian style setting, maybe the ones that we are imagining in a small Japanese houses somewhere in the mountains with sticks of sandalwood around the house. It's very clean, very pristine, very much white shirt. The bottle fits perfectly. It smells like it looks. The collection is called Extraordinaire. You have this dingly thing over here, beauty in the bottle. Clean, a bit lifted, grown-up beauty in the bottle. It is described as a floral woodsy musk. The nose behind it is Michel Almerac. Check out the list of his gorgeous masterpieces. The main accords are woody, powdery, fruity, sweet, warm, spicy, musky, violet, amber, vanilla, balsamic. This one is not sweet, at least to my nose. With all the gourmand releases we are having on a daily basis, this is not sweet at all. The notes on this perfume are fig nectar. In some sources you will see fig milk, mandarin orange. Middle notes are sandalwood and violet, and the base notes are musk and tonka bean and benzoin. Also, in some places it is listed, in some places it is not. I would assume any occasion all year round, just take it and go and feel yourself clean, refreshed, ready to conquer the world. This is the fragrance for a clear and peaceful mind. If you need a restart, a reboot, you need to clear up your thoughts, look no further. It's magical. It's quite simplistic. I also can clearly see this on men. Very calm and steady. This is a beautiful piece. I'm very grateful and super happy to have it in my collection. It's gorgeous. If you see the tester bottle somewhere or you have a chance to get it decant and try it out, please do so if you're a fan of clean fragrances. As for the pickles, all people are separated on three major groups: those who smell pickles and hate it, those who smell pickles and are okay with them, and those who don't smell pickles. And so I'm falling into the category of those who smell pickles, but it's not bothering me that much. Maybe just a hint, and only because I was told so some time ago. Maybe now you do too. Van Cleef and Arpels Santal Blanc. Next up is this gorgeousness by Memo Paris. If I would describe a person who would wear this fragrance, it's the Jennifer Coolidge's character in the White Lotus series. That's her. So while this box was still in the foil, at the back you had this postcard, which is indeed a postcard, and the fragrance is called Ilha do Mel. It's the name of a Brazilian island, and it translates as a honey island. And there is no better description of this amazing fragrance. That's one more reason why I'm saving the boxes to show you. Don't you feel yourself as a pirate with all these beautiful artworks, old school maps? Beautiful, isn't it? The presentation on this one is 10 out of 10, by the way. The journey is the destination. Here's the bottle itself. Super thick, sturdy, frosted glass with a metal logo, metal label on the bottle and the metal cap. And the smell itself, yes. Yeah, this is Jennifer Coolidge with all her gorgeousness, all her beautiful outfits, and this island slash seaside slash vacation setting. This is honey and white flowers. Very whipped, very airy. It has a lot of air. This is sweet as honey can get, as white flowers can get. It's not a gourmand by any means, but if you don't enjoy sweet fragrances, this is not your territory, because it is, even the color itself in the bottle reminds you of honey. Very beautiful, very much vacation-like. You smell it and the only thing you can think of is vacation, vacation, vacation. There's no work behind it. I don't see it at work, although I see it easily as a daily wear. So the nose behind this fragrance is Eleanor Massenet, and she pretty much did majority of the Memo fragrances, if not all of them. I'm not sure, but most probably she is in-house perfumer or some sort of contract with the house. But this is gorgeous. Described as a floral fragrance for women and men, even though I don't really see it much on the men. You can, if you're okay with sweeter florals on yourself, then you'll be totally fine. It does get more masculine as it develops, but in the very beginning you can smell this hyacinth and a lot of honey. So it's up to you if you're okay with that or not. The accords are white floral, honey, sweet, fresh spicy, citrus, green, yellow floral, powdery, and iris. Iris gives this powderiness a little bit. The top notes are hyacinth, mandarin orange, juniper. Middle notes are honey, jasmine, orange blossom, broom, iris, and the base notes are vanilla. Listen, maybe not only juniper berries, because here I also feel some sort of woodsy base. There is some statement foundation underneath all of this whipped white flower gorgeousness. A white and yellow at the same time. Yes, I do have to mention that it also gives away a lot of yellow flowers, probably because of the honey. Very sophisticated, a bit more complex, a tier complex than designer fragrances can offer, at least from my experience. This is something that you are going to follow the development. It's going to change. The opening and the wear are quite different, but still creamy and whipped and fluffy. Very beautiful. This is more on a grown-up side. I don't see younger audience wearing this fragrance. However, if you are 16 and you are enjoying this like there's no tomorrow, absolutely, you go, girl. Beautiful, gorgeous. You're stopping at the island. Bees are greeting you, bringing you white flowers, bringing you honey. The seaside is somewhere in the background, maybe a touch of salt. Juniper berries are here, bitterness is here, powderiness is here. Not too much, it's not overwhelming. It's still all about white and yellow florals and honey. Amazing. This and this, don't tell me it's not amazing. Come on, it's beautiful, but no blind buys. All of these that I'm showing today, these are not blind buys. They've been on my wish list for a long time. I already said it. These are very well thought out purchases, very conscious, and yes, these are expensive fragrances, so you should definitely try them out before you buy, because I knew exactly what I was going for. Beautiful. And as they say, the last but not least, Dolce Amalfi. Same thing with the packaging. I cannot get enough. I'm so sad that I'm going to throw this beauty away, or maybe not, I don't know. You know, I have an old lady soul, and commonly I would be keeping these kind of boxes for all sorts of purposes. But again, the attention to details, I will make a close-up videos of this so you can see. But here is the fragrance. You take the sleeve out like this. No, the wrong side. I'm sorry. Like this. And ta-da! Here is the fragrance. This is just a sleeve. Very sturdy, very nice sleeve. Of course, they are all writing down that it's recycled paper. It needs to be recycled. It's made out of recycle. We all know that. It's gorgeous. And yeah, this is Dolce Amalfi. So this fragrance back from 2017 is taking us to a Amalfi coast. Of course, we're back to Italy. We've been in Portofino, now we're at Amalfi coast. Perfumer behind this is Miroslav Petkov, and the fragrance is described as Oriental fragrance. And here's my thing. I would assume Amalfi is the wonderful destination. I've never been there, but to me, this smells more like 19th century huge ports with all those hundreds of trade ships bringing spices. It is spicy, but it has a significant amount of fruitiness in this fragrance. By the way, yeah, we do appreciate the bottle. So the main accords are warm, spicy, amber, sweet, fruity, vanilla, powdery, balsamic, and fresh. Top notes are quince, cardamom, apple, saffron. Middle notes are cloves, tolu balsam, and incense. And base notes are vanilla, amber, tonka bean, cedar, and musk. So to my nose, the center of attention in this fragrance is cloves and incense. If you are not in a good relationship with those two notes, this is not for you. Besides the fact that you have to test it out. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on repeating it. This is not a blind buy, safe choice. You have to think on this one. You have to think carefully, because it is indeed spicy with hints of fruits here and there at the background. Fruits are at the background. This is not fruity. It's very much spicy. It's like you're in a trade port, and these smells from all the bags being thrown on the ground and then picked up by market workers or port workers. And fruits are here, some sort of exotic fruits are nearby, and some sort of exotic flowers are also somewhere here around, but mainly spices. This perfume also has a lot of air. Even though it's oriental, it is not suffocating you. By the way, the performance of this, man, the performance is insane. On me, it survived for 8 to 9 hours. After the sea, after the beach, after the shower, I could still smell it on myself, on my husband. It lasted for over 12 hours, and it was only one spray. I had 2 or 3 sprays on me, and I could still smell them. So Casamorati, bravo. This one is the most complex scent out of all that I just showed you, and I would not actually say that it's appropriate for the daytime wear, especially in high heat. It is more on the sunset, when the sun is down, when it's a little bit more chill. This and the previous one, Ilha, they can be worn throughout the daytime, but be so mindful with the amount that you spray on yourself, because this can suffocate you and the ones that are surrounding you. Not office friendly. I would say outdoors. In the winter time, it can be completely different story. I have yet to test them all out in the winter, and I will share my thoughts. Maybe I'll do the same video, take exactly these 5 fragrances and bring them from July to December. But again, my December is only 5 to 10 degrees Celsius, which is not an actual winter. Super humid, very hot in the summer, 30, 35 and above, and as well super humid, but 5 to 10 in the winter. Beautiful, complex, stylish, spicy, totally unisex, sophisticated, elegant, all those good words, but it's complex. The main description of this fragrance is complex. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you made it till the end, thank you so much for watching. If this video was helpful, informative, and entertaining, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.